FBI, Most Wanted Season 6 plan for the aftermath of Remy's, Dylan McDermott, injury wastes what was potentially a great story. Remy Scott has been the head of the fugitive task force since the death of fan favorite Jess LaCroix, Julian McMahon, during Season 4. The other members of the unit gradually began to trust him despite missing LaCroix. However, FBI, Most Wanted has never recovered from McMahon's exit, and Remy's stories were never as popular despite an attempt to liven up his home life by adding his troubled nephew in Season 5. Remy's nephew was written out after this story failed to gain traction. Instead, FBI, Most Wanted Season 6 went in a potentially interesting new direction with Remy when he sustained a serious injury during a confrontation with a suspect. The final scene of Episode 1 raised concerns about his health after the confrontation was over, as Remy was shown lying down soon after sustaining a potentially life-threatening head injury. However, the planned aftermath of this story does not live up to this expectation. FBI, Most Wanted Season 6, Episode 1 injures Remy but without any serious fallout. Remy will suffer only minor aftereffects after a blow to the head. Remy was seriously injured during a confrontation with a cornered suspect who attempted to end his own life. The suspect knocked Remy backward while Remy was attempting to handcuff him, causing Remy to hit his head, and then jump to his death while Remy was helpless to stop him. These two events should cause Remy both physical and emotional trauma, but showrunner David Hudgens has confirmed that his injuries will be minimal, via TV Insider, and that the point of Remy telling Abby his ears were ringing was to showcase a moment of vulnerability. This planned lack of aftermath for Remy's injury makes the scene at Remy's home pointless and disappointing. The scene implied that Remy had more serious injuries than he realized, but they will come to nothing, and the story would be unchanged if the interaction with Abby had been left on the cutting room floor. Additionally, this plan makes no reference to the emotional trauma that goes along with Remy's physical injuries. Remy's inability to save the criminal's life after almost subduing him should have an effect on him that does not seem to be part of his story going forward. How a severe injury for Remy could improve FBI, Most Wanted Season 6. This storyline would have an impact on the entire team. FBI Most Wanted Remy and Ray hold their guns on a suspect on a rooftop. Remy having a more severe injury could have added new life to FBI, Most Wanted. Not only would it have been a quick fix to FBI, Most Wanted's problems with Remy as a character, but his being sidelined by a traumatic brain injury would have a ripple effect throughout the team. Other characters would have to step up to lead in his absence, while Remy himself might try to do more than he was capable of and resent others for taking over his leadership role. Additionally, the team would be triggered by the similarity of this situation to LaCroix's death. If Remy had worse after-effects from this injury than one scene's worth of ringing in his ears, it would give Dylan McDermott the opportunity for the type of memorable performance that he is known for. Unfortunately, FBI, Most Wanted plans to make Remy's injury a temporary inconvenience that will not last long, which cheapens the impact of this storyline and reduces it to little more than a plot point.